The gold color rushes. I'm a black star in a black car with a black card. Asian. Huh? That was fucking random. Yeah. Didn't stop my stream, but it just booted me out of the party.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Today's matchup features two teams.
All of you homosexuals are next.
It's the Jaguars
store between the Houston and the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Just, yeah, everybody got kicked apparently.
Now a first carry for Lamar Miller. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Ignition. He wants to be mentioned with the best receivers in the game. His numbers suggest that we should do so.
On second down, Osweiler. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. And we take you through the starting defense for Jacksonville.
Telvin Smith is a college safety who's transitioned very well to outside linebacker in the NFL. He runs down most plays.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, Osweiler. He finds his target, Fuller. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Good use of the pass there to pick up the first down against a defensive look that they had specifically prepared for, they told us, coming into this one.
Certainly seems like they're holding all the right cards now, doesn't it? Because of their preparation. Went back, watched the tape, studied the tendencies, and they feel like they had them down cold, and they were able to use the pass against them.
The fuck?
Second down.
That only makes me more worried.
Second down. Now it's Osweiler. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there. If he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw. I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Now Osweiler on second down. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback.
Oh, we got a holding call?
It'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. So holding by the offense and maybe... And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On second down, here's Osweiler. Caught left side, Hopkins. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him and he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
A first down carry now for Miller. And he stopped immediately there. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be... Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Osweiler. This will be caught inside the 10.
We got another holding call? Another
Another
holding call, of fucking course. Every time I make progress, it's a holding penalty against me.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Throwing, Osweiler. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. They were trying to get the connection with the former Buckeye, Braxton Miller. And it's third down.
And that play was made by Prince Amukamara, who just went to Jacksonville in 2016 after beginning his career with the New York Giants. Remember, he was a first-round draft pick. It got obscured a little bit along the way because of injury troubles, but the Jaguars think they're getting the best of it now, starting to put it all together with experience as well as the athletic ability he flashed coming out of Nebraska.
Third and long, it's Osweiler. And that is incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver, and that brings up fourth down. On is Nick Novak now for the Texans field goal. This is a 49-yard attempt, right hash. And Novak's kick is good. And it's now 3-0 Texans. And that field goal caps an 11-play drive.
It's a lot of offense to run to only get 3 points, but they'll take them. Anytime you can put anything on the board, you run to your sideline somewhat happy.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. This is T.J. Yeldon.
That's right. You better run away from fucking J.J. Watt, motherfucker.
It'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Now look at the starting unit, and here's to you, Mr. Robinson.
Oh, I like that one. Allen Robinson, I love coming out of Penn State. Everyone kept telling me he's not fast enough, and I kept pointing to the film and saying yes, but he catches everything. He's definitely a threat.
Again, it's Yeldon.
Boy.
And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
3rd down now following the run. Now the former Jet running back. This is Chris Ivory. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. And a nice run for the former undrafted free agent back in 2010, Chris Ivory.
And I think that's why we see the greatness in him. It was there. Just because he wasn't drafted didn't mean he wasn't a good player. But I think he uses that as fuel. Each and every run, an aggressive, strong run, catches out of the backfield. He's turned himself into a complete player.
A first down carry now for Yeldon. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. The defensive crew for the Texans. Here's a look.
Jonathan Joseph goes under the radar a little bit as one of the better cover corners in the league, but his team knows his value. He can lock up good receivers.
Now they'll throw it. Bortles. And this one complete to Julius Thomas. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves his sticks.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically. But a lot of times...
Here's Bortles. He goes underneath for Yeldon. Give him 9 on the play, and it'll be second and about a yard.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. On second down, here's Yeldon, and he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Second and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Alongside the former defensive back Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Jaguar football as we... They keep it with Yeldon on first down. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
The defense won that play so fast that I think if the running back even had time to notice if anyone was there, it was just a blink of an eye, and there was a loss on the play.
Bortles to throw on second down. And his pass incomplete. He was trying to get it to
He just tried that play you were telling me about.
Now it's third down.
The trips route with the extra guy on the outside.
The football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there.
Brian Cushing swatted that shit right the fuck back at him.
Incomplete pass on second down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on third. Throwing his Bortles on third down. And caught right side, Green. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. And Myers able to knock it through, and that will tie us at 3-3. So a good snap, good hold, and that one's right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, Brandon.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now out comes Houston. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
4 yards remaining now on second down. They come out here in the eye. On second down, here's Miller.
Damn, I cannot get my fucking run game going.
To the 29. Oh, now
Miller's hurt again. Joy.
He's still down on the ground. We'll check on his status when we get back. Third down, Osweiler. He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. Yeldon, the lone running back. And he'll get it up the middle.
Give me that holding
Inside
call.
the 20 before he's brought down. So there you go, holding by the
Oh,
offense.
shoulder tear for Lamar Miller.
Changes everything now as you try and figure out what your playbook has for you. Longer yardage situations.
So now I'm stuck with
tougher to
Alfred Blue.
execute and pick up first downs.
They come out here in the eye. To throw is Bortles. He finds Hearns left side. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
On 2nd down, here's Bortles. On the right side, caught by Green. And down inside the 15 he goes. 15 yards here on the catch and run.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Now Bortles will give to Yeldon. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
They'll run it again with Yeldon. Oh, what a move. Calling a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
A loss of a yard brings up 4th. And for the 2nd time this half, on comes the field goal unit here.
This time, well,
it's an easy one.
he just took the lead with a field goal, so it's 6-3.
Able to knock it through, and they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals. It's 6-3. So we're trading field goals here in the opening half. No breakthrough yet on the touchdown front. We've got a 6-3 game.
And really, I like what I've seen from both of these defenses thus far. Both have been a little more aggressive than I expected, and I think that's reflected in what we see on the scoreboard, which is no touchdowns to this point.
And now out comes Houston. And following the interception,
Clearly.
we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I'm hearing my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Calling a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule.
Boost streams
3 to 4
broken.
yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Six yards to go here on 2nd down.
No. Check. Patriot. All right, here we go.
From the shotgun, Osweiler. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
So a 2nd down incompletion now brings up 3rd down. the gun. It's Osweiler.
Oh, you dropped it, you asshole.
Through the contact.
Fuck.
Incomplete. On fourth down, the Texans will turn it over to the active leader in punting yards, and that's Shane Leckler. This is fielded at the 27. Spinning past him.
What the fuck?
An excellent return that time. 26 yards. And the Jags will have great field position to start this drive as they take over on the short side of the field. Bortles going to give to Yeldon. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Yeldon, the lone running back. And they'll give it to him here. A beautiful fake. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves him with third down and just a yard to go.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. The pitch comes to Ivory.
Good stop.
That'll make it. And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And his
no good. No, it's good.
He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
Not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So
not the way Madden's going right now.
It in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points.
And now out comes Houston.
99 catch, 99 catch in traffic, 99 release, but
something going on this drive.
My boy D-Hop isn't getting open.
With a game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Fuller brings it in over the middle. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is now with his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have...
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Now Osweiler on first down. He's got Fuller. And he's brought down. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. And now they're in the hurry-up.
And those first downs do add up. The offense keeps the ball moving downfield and keeps their defense on the bench, giving them a chance to rest.
And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. Again, Osweiler. Surveying the field.
Shit, where were you throwing?
Incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
Timing's crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down in bounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
On third down, Osweiler.
I dropped it! God damn it!
On the clock.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested, and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
And Novak's kick is good.
That's cool. 9-6 going into half.
It's fair to say, Charles, he's been around in his career.
Yeah, it's more half-leg will travel for him. He is a guy that's bounced around a bit, but he can still stroke him when called upon, just as he did right there.
Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set here. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. A final shot before half for Bortles. He's got time in the pocket. He's going to float this one.
Oh my God, unbelievable.
Jacksonville.
I fucking have a cover 4 drop. Fucking Allen Hurns just jumps out of nowhere and fucking catches the ball with no time left before the half. Fucking touchdown. So now I'm down 10 instead of down 3. Unfucking believable.
And never mind, Larry. These two teams apparently anxious to get back.
Now, mind you, there were 2 of my guys there, but Allen Hurns just catches it any fucking way.
Fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. And a nice job there on special teams as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. Out come the Jaguars now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. See if they stay on the ground for second down. They'll come out in the pistol. On the counter, it's Yeldon. And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
So second down was a run play. Now let's see what they do on third. Throwing his Bortles on third down. And he finds Julius Thomas. And he's able to
Cushing, why you were standing right there? Why did you let him? Oh my God.
They gave up the completion
Brian
there,
Cushing
but this
standing
is what
right
zone
fucking
defenses
there.
count on. Catching the ball and
I can't
not
wait
much
to get
run
rid of
after
him.
the
I
catch.
really fucking can't.
Again, we'll see the pistol here. Now a handoff to Yeldon. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
J.J. Watt makes another tackle there, and it's for a minimal gain. And let's face it, if that's all you're going to get running the ball, you're not going to have much success against him and his team.
Or, yeah, you better find a way to go around J.J. Watt, which isn't easy to do.
It's really not, because you got to try everything. Can you go around him? Can you go by him? Can you influence him to get him out of position so maybe you can wall him off? He's a really sharp, intelligent player, as well as a physical specimen.
Another pistol look here. From the gun on third down, Bortles to the right side here.
Where the fuck were you guys?
The 12 yards that time and picking up the first.
Shade outside and you cover the inside, you fucking retards.
Reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The veteran tight end Mercedes Lewis, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. Second down and 10. 5 wides in the game. 4 of them to the right side. In motion left goes Green. Snap comes at 1, and it's Bortles. This one complete to Brian Walters. And he's brought down.
Oh, really? Look, he calls a vertical play. He audibles the guy that's supposed to go on the wheel route. He moves him to the other side, so he just cuts right up the fucking middle.
He had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
And the 8th play on this drive.
Fucking Seymour.
Here's a give to Yeldon.
Yeah, he cuts basically right up the fucking offensive line.
And it's good enough for a Jacksonville first.
Well, that's the desired outcome coming out here in the second half of being able to run the football and establish a little bit of pace and maybe even a bit of dominance at the line of scrimmage. And they want that to continue. Way too early to think about this being ball control time. But the way they're running it, you got to think they may want to continue that and see if they can go ahead and grind their opponents into submission. Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. He's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Now TJ
Man, you call a bunch verticals route, you don't audible one of the guys to the other side of the line so he can fucking exploit the AI.
Carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going
I'm
to
make
win
sure to
one,
let him know
but I
that
think
after
they'll
this
shy
game.
away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on.
Green 90. Green 90.
Now it's Yeldon. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock. That you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
To throw is Bortles. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. So making 4 out of 4 now in the field goal department, and he's able to extend their lead.
When drives have bogged down, he's been automatic out there. So nice to have a kicker you can count on to put points on the board.
A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start it.
Can't find anyone.
Oh, now fucking Brock Osweiler can't throw the ball.
Telvin Smith coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8.
Watch it now, Barney. Here we go.
On second down, Osweiler. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime. Throwing, Osweiler.
Overthrown everything. What the fuck?
Couldn't connect.
But no second-guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Now fair catch is called for and taken at the, we'll call it the 37-yard line. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember
Block JJ fucking block.
Excellent blocking.
That's legit.
But the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
They'll run with Yeldon. Stays on his feet. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Back now in Jacksonville.
Looks like I'm going to lose this game. Madden fuckery wins again. TJ Yeldon is impossible to tackle.
On the end around, this is Hearns. Got a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. Well, they'll take that every time with a lead. First down, 4th quarter, getting 8 yards. You love that.
They will take it, and you have to ask the defensive guys, why did you give it? I mean, you know the situation. You're down. Have to stop them, have to get the football back. But 8 yards on first down puts them back on their heels.
It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. They'll give it up to Ivory. And he will have
They better not fucking give that to him.
Of
course they give it to him. Unbelievable.
Situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
Bortles gives to Yeldon on the draw. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
Man, all this motherfucker does is run. I legitimately think he's passed 4 times in the game.
Staff sees their team run the ball this successfully in the 4th quarter.
No, that's not true. Blake Bortles is like 9 of 11 or some shit.
And want to press that advantage when you get it. But for the most part, it's a little bit of a surprise. And right now, they've got to keep that going. Want to continue to grind out the clock because it's definitely in their favor at this stage of the game. Can they close the game out and continue to do exactly what we just saw?
Why is TJ Yeldon impossible to tackle?
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. And in this situation with a lead 4th quarter, they're like
no, I mean, like he's breaking tackles left and fucking right.
You know, the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line. So the myth has been shattered. Every cornerback in the league is not just a cover corner. Some of them will stick their nose in there and make plays exactly as we just saw there. A big loss suffered by the offense after that nice tackle.
And he'll get
Didn't
this
make
one
that
down
one,
to about the
motherfucker.
17. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
So yet another field goal to end a drive. That has been a very common theme. He's now hit 5 of them in this game.
Yeah, Brandon, as an offense, you hate that you've had to call on your kicker so often, but you have to love the fact that time and time again, he's come through.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose.
I'm legitimately more pissed that none of my guys are catching, despite the fact that I just put fucking DeAndre Hopkins to 99 everything.
Get a couple of first downs and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. To throw is Osweiler. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. They'll get 32 yards there. And it's good enough for a Houston first down.
Now that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
They come up in an offset eye. They go play action here on first down.
Oh, where's the pass interference at? He straight up fucking blocked me.
The intended receiver. And now it's second down. And on 2nd and 10 now. Out of the gun, it's Osweiler. Oh, he almost had it. Already with 1 interception, just missing his second there.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way. So he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it. Just move on to the next play.
Offense trying to avoid stalling out, facing a 3rd and 10. 1 receiver left, 3 to the right. On 3rd down, now the ball's out.
No fucking way!
And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49.
Well, this game is officially over.
Now comes Jackson.
Osweiler gets hit while he's throwing. It's suddenly a fumble.
Last time for 3. They've got the lead.
Thought they were supposed to fix that stupid shit.
Hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head
Got a guy
is.
open across the middle of the field, but no fucking way you're going to complete that pass, buddy.
That doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Offense in a good spot here. 2nd and 2. On the run, it's Yeldon. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? Almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front creating a new line of scrimmage and creating a lost yardage possibility?
They'll try to run for it with Yeldon. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. He loses 5 full yards to bring up 4th. Here's Brad Nordman now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, and pushed it past
Yeah, his fucking secondary is immaculate, apparently.
And to come away with nothing?
Because every pass that I'm missing is either a drop or a swat or overthrown. Like the vast majority of the passes that I've missed have been swatted down.
Again on 2nd and 10 now, it's Osweiler. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. And they're going to get this one all the way.
Nah, he's more cover 2 than anything else.
They're going to hurry back to the line now. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. The throw on first down with Osweiler. He's got Fuller. And he's brought down after a good gain. They got 29 yards there. And that'll be good for a Houston first. And quickly they get to the line. Now Osweiler on first down. This will be caught at about the 3. A good pickup there at 22. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Osweiler will throw again. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
And they put it in the end zone, which was job one. Now they have to convert. And then it's decision time, isn't it?
Yeah, so this is what all teams go through. You look at the clock, you're inside 2 minutes, look at your timeouts, make that onside kick decision.
Yeah, how do you feel about your defense, where you are in terms of the scoreboard, and the time left on the clock, as you noted, so many things to go through.
A big spot now for the Texans as they'll try for 2. Osweiler's going to throw. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. So the defense gets the stop. I know it's situation to situation, but who has more pressure there, offense or defense, when they go for 2?
I truly believe it's the defense has more pressure because the offense has an entire playbook wide open from the 2-yard line. You can run it, you can throw it. So defensively, I think most teams are going to be aggressive and force the issue and try and bring pressure.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to
double reverse or anything like that.
Yeah.
But you do know that if anything does go haywire, you're still in control of this game.
I want a double reverse, don't you?
Motherfucker! Why is he so hard to take down?
Like that in this situation.
We'll see what happens here.
Call a fucking blitz. Motherfucker just bounces off 5 fucking tackles. Gets the first down. Because why the fuck not?
I think that fits.
Defense still with 3 timeouts.
I still got timeouts, motherfucker. Don't start kneeling.
And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. And now the Texans want to call another timeout. That'll be their second, so 1 more chance to stop the clock here, and we'll be back. So now a 3rd and 12 with an extra defender here in the secondary, a nickel look. Now hang on here, timeout called by the defense. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside.
Well, shit, now I've got no timeouts, so.
First kick, 47.
No, he just knelt it 3 times.
And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a
39
touchback.
seconds
and
in the
Texans
game.
set to come onto the field. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back, and then score again. But they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, and they'll take it from there.
And a nice gain of 21 yards. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes.
And this is intercepted.
That's game.
That should do it. Picked off by Jonathan Cyprien. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set to go again. The clock cannot be stopped here. Defense can't do anything. So kneel it down, take it home.
No doubt about it. It's what you practice for in winning situations each and every week. Victory formation. Take a knee and go on into the locker room and celebrate.
Call it a victory.
Strong right, strong right. Defense wins championship, baby.
Bortles with a knee to the ground, and that should do it. And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
I am so legitimately pissed off about that game. How long is this dude hurt for? 5 weeks. It's week 10, so he'll be back. Okay, he'll be back. It's cool. One player has regressed. Brock Osweiler. Awareness dropped 2 because he went under 50% completion. Okay, I just got a thing after the game that said that DeAndre Hopkins and Will Fuller both gained over 1,000 XP, but I'm looking at them now, and neither of them even have 1,000 XP. That's fucking stupid then. It should just tell you what you got for the game. If it's going to tell you after a game, it should tell you what you got during the game. Ugh. Fuck. That was my first division loss, too. Oh well, I'm still up a game in the division. It's cool. Mm-hmm. Oh shit, dude lost his shoe. Shit. I wish I was in even half as good a shape as that. Where is... Fuck you, Giffy. What the fuck?
Please check your email.
Thank you, Jarvis. Oh shit. God damn it. It's starting to piss me the fuck off. Let's see how that game is going. Goodbye, horses. I'm riding over you. Goodbye, horses.